Hello, Virgo. This is Bonnie from Soul Star Bliss with your January mini love reading. For 2017. Let's take a little shuffle here and see what's coming up for you. This will be for January, February, and March. And I don't know what's going to happen. Let's take a peek and see. But also, you may want to check your moon sign, your rising sign, and your sun sign, as I'm continuing to get comments and emails from folks saying that they are checking all three and they seem to be connecting. So let's take a look here. What is going on for Virgo? Wow, this is pretty interesting. It says those of you that are feeling like you're alone, I don't know why, but you're not going to feel alone. That's whether you're with somebody or you're not with somebody. It's be crazy to think everyone's in a relationship. But some of you that are in a relationship and feeling that you're alone, something is going to change there. Something from the past is going to be rekindled, or maybe you're going to realize you're there for a reason. But those of you that are single or maybe not with somebody right now, it says somebody from the past could be returning for you. Remember, let's let them prove themselves. If they say they've changed, let's make sure the changes have taken place. If they were great before, they probably still are. So maybe you might want to, step back and give them a chance. It says don't let other people convince you that you should be with a certain person or you shouldn't be with a certain person. Love is kind of a funny thing, and it's something that you need to decide for yourself and move forward with. It says even those of you that have had upheaval in your relationship, even some of those that have ended, there's a reason for it. If you're hanging on to a relationship you feel is over, think about it. Ask for guidance. Maybe you should be letting it go. I can't tell you whether that is or not. That would be an individual choice for yourself, but we can't open to the new if we hold on to the old. Some of you are getting exactly what you wished for. Here I have the Ten of Cups, which seems to be like happily ever after, and I feel really good about it. This is the ones I feel that are already in a relationship that have been working on it. A relationship always seems to be a work in progress, and kudos to you that have worked with each other to get things in a better mode. And those of you that are single, if you know what you want and you're going to settle not for less, open to receive now, because it could be a real good time for that for you. It says what you've asked for is going to show up. It says your prayers are heard. But some people, it seems, are not making their wants and wishes clear. Okay, it can't be wishy-washy. If we're talking to the universe and, manifesting what we want, we really should be crystal clear in what we're asking for. Some of you are, some of you are not. So if you're waiting or wanting something specific, write it down, make it clear, and then get out of the way and let it happen. Seems like a lot of you are going to have something to celebrate here, and this is a good thing. I feel this is some new relationships that are starting. Let them happen, okay? Don't write the story, so to speak. Maybe we should just let the story happen here. And that's after the relationship started. If you've already made your list and told the universe what you want, and that person shows up, let's just let it take its course of action. That might be a good thing. It says a lot of you are going to have a reason to celebrate. And remember, relationship is a two-way street. It's not always half and half. It might be 90-10 some of the time, but it says when you're willing to work and willing to work with somebody, wow, things could go really well. It says making those plans for the future, really awesome time to do that. It says by those of you that are single, or some of you that are single, by springtime, it looks like you could be meeting somebody. In fact, I think you'll meet them a little bit before that, and things will be coming a little clearer as you go. Yes, it's a work in progress. It's almost like an apprenticeship. When we find out, we have to find out who they are, what they like, and then work to molding this relationship together. And those of you that are in a relationship, some of you have put your daydreams aside. You have settled for less. Yes, are you tired when you get home from work? So are they. Are you, we just like to stay home and do nothing, and maybe your partner has stayed home all day taking care of children or cleaning up or whatever they might do. Let's use a little empathy and put ourselves in their shoes. And it says choices that you make for the future, don't be afraid, make them together. There's a lot of stuff going on around you right now, it looks like, Virgo. Oh, it says there's a possibility of pregnancy in the picture. Again, that's not for everybody, but some of you that are wanting to know about pregnancy, this next 3-month period could be a real good time for that. It says what you've learned, put into practice. I'm not sure what that means, but it'll mean something to somebody. It says victory could be yours. Okay, some of you that are in a relationship or in a marriage, looks like what you've worked for or what you've continued to work for, changes that were made are for real and they're permanent. So if some of you have had difficulty in your relationship and you've been trying to work it out, you've made an agreement and see both of you are working on it, keep doing what you're doing. It says this here could be a very powerful time to bring into fruition what you really want for yourself and your mate. Contracts almost, or agreements would be a better word, I guess. When we give someone our word, we're going to stick with our word. And when we do as we say we will, we're going to get the Wheel of Fortune, which makes things much better. It says, don't let anyone steal your thunder on this or take away. If you believe what you're doing, I just feel like some people have been told, you should leave them, you should do this. And maybe you don't think you should. Trust yourself. Use your own intuition or how you feel. It says because if you can get two people to work together, especially in a relationship, it can be a very powerful thing. It says guilt and things from the past cannot be brought up. If you're working out details of a relationship that had been rocky, you have to do it in the here and now. Yes, you have to deal with the past, let go of the past, forgive the past, whatever word you want to use can't be brought up and thrown in someone's face continually. And with that said, it says when you both work on that together, it says there's a lot of healing going on here. It says your intuition will take you a lot of the places you need to go, but also when your mind is filled with spirit, you apply yourself. It says you're going to get out of this what you put into it. So please pay attention to that too. So let's draw a couple cards here for January. In January, it looks like things are going to be going up and down, gaiety in the midst of change. Some of you will be 2 steps forward and 2 steps backward, but at least there's movement. So some of you that are feeling like you're stagnant or you don't know what you want to do in your relationship, maybe you ought to shake it up a little bit. Maybe you ought to, do something romantic. It says there's more strength in this relationship for some of you than you realize. So maybe you might want to take another look before you decide to do something. Okay, in February, some of you may be doing some traveling. Oh my goodness. Talking about relationship here. Some of you that want to take a surprise little journey, this is going to be a good time to do it. I don't know what that means, but I'm feeling really happy about it. It says what you've learned in the past regarding this relationship will be a real good time to put it into practice. It says a lot of talk has gone on here. It even says that counsel was used, and that can be a lawyer, it can be a therapist, it can be just friends talking. So it says a lot of the talk that was done is going to be put into practice here. February is going to be a very interesting month for a lot of you that are in a relationship. Then we come to March. It says, here's new beginnings are. Okay, it says Chariot, one who achieves greatness. A lot of details for a lot of you were worked out in the last few months. So in March it says, really now you're going to see fruition for what was put into practice.